Gentlemen's Talk Podcast Season 2. Hey, yo, we back with another live episode. You know, everything audio. Because like y'all say, safety's driving and driving safe and, you know, all the government laws. Shout out to everybody that understand what's really going on outside. Today, we have a special guest. Introduce yourself on the Gentlemen's Talk Podcast Season 2.
Greetings, Gentlemen Podcast. My name is Kevin Huggins. My artist name is Hugo Dukes. I am of the rap soul genre, which is hip hop and soca clash together. I also can do dancehall, calypso, reggae. I can harmonize a little like Max B with better editing. But yeah, I'm blessed and I'm grateful and I'm gifted and I'm just me. At the end of the day, I'm me. I'm a father of 4 beautiful daughters. Jay, Nova, Ava, Izzy, hello. I love you guys. Miss you always. Even when I'm with you, I miss you. You know, so I'm just a child of God.
Well, shout out to that. He just ran over my first question like he knew what I was about to say. But, okay, shout out to that. Next question. What's your opinion on the things that's going around the world? And enlighten me on what you see through your daily travels.
I feel like everything artists such as Bob Marley talked about, you know, Tupac, they were prophets. You know, and the only way a prophet got a prophet is being one with Jah again. You know, this is a spiritual warfare where material money makes the man nowadays, when it was vice versa when I was growing up. It was the opposite. The man made the material the money. Money that make material man. That's why there's so much simps and fuckboys, so to speak, that women speak of, because they going for the imagery versus the man within that imagery, what makes up that man's imagery. It's a battle of outsource versus within self-source. So there's nothing's rooted, there's too much turbulence. If it was rooted, there would be no turbulence, it would just be blown in the wind like tree.
Very true. Next question on the Gentlemen's Podcast will be, if you can go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? Elaborate.
I would like to go to Ethiopia. And the reason I would like to go to Ethiopia because Jah Rastafari, Haile Selassie, I and I, Jah is me, I am Jah. Ethiopia is the home, the essence of all Rastafari. And I want to be one in tune with myself, my soul, my temple, not my body, not my flesh, my temple, my spirit, which God designed me with, and I'm forever grateful for that. I'm forever immortalized because I'm of His image, and I'm forever grateful of being of His image because He is beautiful, because He made me of Him.
We appreciate that. Speak a little louder for me back there. Next question on the Gentlemen's Talk Podcast. What's your favorite thing to cook or eat with a drink on the side? And don't forget the drink on the side.
Can't forget the bev. I like curry, anything, white rice. Spoon. Have to be spoon, no fork with my rice. I need 4 portions. I need my rice dallying off the fork.
You putting gravy on it?
Curry.
Okay, making sure it was gravy curry.
All that.
I'm making sure. It's going to be, I ain't know if it's going to have it dry.
Even when that's breakfast, I'll put pure syrup on thing.
I'm making sure. I don't know.
Hey, it's conversation, brother, you know?
I'm making sure.
We get to know each other.
Alright, what you drinking with it?
Spread solo, banana.
Okay. I might have an agua, water.
You gotta have the H2O.
I mean, that's what I like. Keep the skin fresh and young.
I might have some rum and something.
Well, you know, these are things we do. These things we do behind the scenes.
That might be a pretty buddy.
But anyway, we like that little vibe right there. But next question on the Gentlemen's Talk Podcast is, since you're an artist, where can they find your music?
You can find it on SoundCloud.
Tell them to drop.
Hugo, Nesta, Marley, Hugo Dukes. You can put Nesta Shakur in the search, or Hugo Dukes, or Hugo or Dukes. It's there. I have over 60 songs. I'm currently working on 5 projects in one. I have a lot of work to do. It's been over 10 years. I had to learn life and live life in order to give you life within my music and to be authentic. Because as an artist and as the essence of hip-hop, I do not want to be a braggadocious rapper. I want to add to the purity of hip-hop and enhance the essence of the culture.
So as you saying, you have 60 songs out. That's what you said. Mm-hmm. All audios. This was the audio. When you going to drop your first album, or do you already have albums already out?
I have 2 out already.
How could they find those albums? And when did you drop them?
I dropped my first one, which is called Uncrowned King, on 9/24/14. That's September 24, 2014. And I have the first variation of my Domain Hugo series, which is called Domain Hugo, My Life, Living Fear Every Day. That dropped, I believe, 2015. So I have 2 projects. They have very high rave reviews on numerous blogs. They say I have my own style, my own essence, but that's for your ears to be the dictator of that. I don't like to speak of myself as a mind. Your work speaks for you.
Shout out to that. And who is your favorite artist that made you want to become who you are in the industry, or just who you are in general?
Well, the way I like to view it as is Vybz Kartel, Bob Marley, Tupac, Max, and Nick, Chris Brown, and you sprinkle what God blessed me with that, which is pretty much a West Indian elixir, punch and shit. Shout out St. Kitts too, I got family there too.
I respect it. So we appreciate that. So like I said, you'll go tap into that. I find out what he about, and we're gonna exchange information, and we're gonna see if he like what I like and I like what he like, and we're gonna figure that out. But anyways, we appreciate y'all listening to that part of the podcast. On to the next topic. What's your opinion on the educational system in the state of Connecticut?
The funding is the major problem, and where their assets within that funding is being catered to. We need to have teachers that are just teaching these kids because it's work or it's a job. That sounds like a requirement of a paycheck, which is provided for everything but the child in front of every day. I have 4 daughters. If it was up to me, if I had the resources, I would homeschool them. I would take the time to homeschool them, because the education you get in school doesn't necessarily translate to life. I know numerous amount of people who have college experience, including myself, have degrees, having worse trouble finding work than people who have no inkling of college education. So you spent money for loans and stuff to not get the outcome you want, so you're in debt double time doing that. So that's really a backwards hustle for people trying to
Pause. I thought you was gonna say for blacks. Is that what you was about to say?
No, I was, but then I was getting too deep.
Okay, I'm making sure. I gotta call. I'm a gangster.
No, I'm talking about the inner city, because that's all I can speak of.
But I know where you at. But I'm a gangster, so if I feel that you're gonna say something, don't forget my spirit is popular.
Yeah.
I'm in tune.
Yeah, bro.
So I gotta call it out.
Yeah, because I can only speak on me, what I go through. I can't talk about a suburban kid. Even if I went to school in the suburbs, I'm not a suburban kid. I was in school in the suburbs. Because I didn't go by their teaching, I stood up for what my family taught me. They tried to say I was remedial, tried to say I was a rebel. Because I wore red and blue bandanas, I was a gangster. But as soon as they found I was good at sports, they was jocking me. Let me get away with everything I was already getting away with. I didn't change. Circumstances around me changed.
So you think nowadays, going to my next question, parents condone being friends with their kids?
I feel like there's more friendship than parenting.
So that's why you feel, as an individual and a parent, because I'm a parent too. We're not going to speak on my parenting, but I'm a parent and I love my kids, and what's said don't got to be spoken. But anyways, from your contribution and what you have saw, why do you feel that more parents wants to be their kids' friend instead of telling them the truth, and kids don't realize in the mix of what's going on that their parents ain't going to last forever. And when I say last forever, I'm meaning death, because we all have to experience that. Not saying we out here trying to hurt people. It's just part of the natural of causes of life. Elaborate.
Well, from my generation's standpoint, which is 90s, in the 90s,